my name's David, and this is my 1995 E34 540i M Sport. Here we go. So as I said, she is a 1995 540i, one of 200 as I know of, and I'm going to give you a little tour of her and tell you what my projects are with it. So here's a little walk around of her. So story of this car was sitting for 14 years before it was picked up by me. It was originally bought by the first owner in 1995. A little dusty, yeah, I live on a dirt road. And when he got it, most American M Sport 540i's don't actually have this badge. This was an option that some dealerships gave if you wanted it, but a lot of them don't have that. But it sat for 14 years after hearing some noises, the first owner, and he just never got to fixing it. And then I came along. So this car's only had one owner, which is kind of a cool thing. You can see the original Hellrot red, a beautiful color. And you can completely see how the clear coat is completely gone on the car. Another cool thing, still has the original throwing star wheels. Absolute crap ton of brake dust. That's one of my things. I'll be cleaning that. These also have low profile wheels. I had to get some new wheels on it because they're obviously dried out. And so I kept the low profile ones because I just thought it looked a little cooler with the look. You'll also see here that half the hood lining is gone. I was driving her home one day and it just flew off. And the other side is duct taped down, just like the other side was. So that will definitely need to be fixed. I do want to get the trim on the outline of these doors done. Those are pretty done. On majority of them as well. I did fix the gas flap. It was all dried out, so I put a new one in there. So that's pretty nice. Now you will notice, for the people who don't know, because this is the E34, they have that kind of come up for the hood. I did take the hood lining out. I'll put a picture of that right now. Bunnies were living in this, so it was completely chewed up and absolutely disgusting. So that was one of the first things I did. I still have a couple of these screws in. Because they're plastic screws, they're absolute hell to get out. And then you'll notice it has the original Racing Dynamics bar. That's pretty cool. Still has the pretty cover, the pretty plastic cover. And yeah, here's the engine bay. It's very, very, very dirty. Hoping that eventually here, once we get all the kind of little mechanical issues and kinks out, that we'll clean her up. So I'll show you some of the things that have been fixed. New spark plugs and such, as per usual, as you'd get a car that's been sitting. New spark plugs. This wiring was also redone because that was all chewed up. There was a bunch of rabbit poop and stuff, but I got that out. Still kind of acorny stuff in there. That will be taken out. Another thing is this lining is just completely gone. So that'll be another lining I'll have to replace. I did replace the hood struts because I didn't want my head to be chopped off while I was working on it. And yeah, that is the engine bay. Another really cool thing I love about this car is these plates right here that have the M badge on them. Really, really cool look with the interior of the car. And you'll notice with the interior of the car, even though it's sitting in the sun for 14 years, the leather is still really, really good condition. Even the dashboard isn't cracked. The only thing that's really warping is the airbag thing you'll see right there. And then these door cards are also really nice. So that's another great thing. The wood isn't cracked, maybe in a couple little places here and there. But that is really nice. And another thing is you'll notice that little panel's off. That's my next thing I'll be doing here is I'll be fixing that because it's just a crack in the plastic itself. Just a little JB weld will get that fixed. And then this will go back in. The sunroof does work. I'll show that later. Okay, sitting here, you'll notice there's definitely wear on the steering wheel. Hopefully gonna somehow figure out how to either get that restored or replaced or something. And then yeah, like I said, this is all completely bent. We do have a crack on the windshield, a couple of them. That one was already there. It's just spread a little bit from driving around. That one was me being stupid when replacing the windshield wipers that were all crusty, and the latch came down and just and it slowly spread over time to the top. So that is something I definitely want to replace. Washer fluid's low. Let's hear her rev. Hers. So I want to show you this little thing. I think it's kind of adorable, but also really cool at the same time. I have my key here. I'm gonna go to lock it. Oh, the chime is just what I find so cool about this car. Let's hear it again from the front. So cool. I also noticed a sweet Jesus sticker that the original owner put on. Also noticed when we went to tow this, we had a really difficult time getting it up on the trailer. As the car is pretty low, we kind of messed this up a little bit. So that's why I don't have this little plastic piece that goes right here. Why those aren't on. That is definitely a thing that's not quite on my list to fix quite yet. And plus it might be a little pricey. Not sure what I'll do, but leave your suggestions down in the comments. If you look closely, you'll see that is slightly this way, not straight, like the passenger seat is. Kind of weird. Here's the back seat for you. These are the two front trims that I was talking about. Here's the back seat, pretty nice, pretty nice. Definitely needs a good detail back here. Door panel, right there. Got this right here. The little like queen. There you go. And then, yeah, there's the back seat. And I'll show you the sunroof. Here. Thank God that works. We don't have to want to fix that because I know those are nightmares. You can see out the roof, see around, and yeah, it closes back up as well. Pretty nice. Another thing I'd like to point out is you have these seat memories, as well as the recline, or this right here. This is loose. This is something I'm going to fix when I fix that seat twist that I either talked about before or will talk about. And then you have these options right here with that kind of stuff. And yeah, I think that's pretty cool. As you can tell, it really needs a detail. It is dirty. It also needs new mats because they're nice and crusty. Yeah, that is the driver's seat. We have our automatic transmission right here with the automatic and manual mode, which isn't quite manual, but we don't talk about that. Also, this back right window doesn't really want to work. Not sure why. And also AC needs to be needs some new refrigerant or whatever you call it. And yeah, this is also part of the interior. You also have your sport, and I think it's practical. I'm not sure what term is used for it. But yeah, you have those. You have other options. You have your cassette player. You have your classic radio and old infotainment. Well, I shouldn't say old. That kind of offend some people, but a little old compared to modern times. And then I'll show you the lights. So here's the lights for ya. Love these lights. Bottom ones, not sure what's going on. We'll figure that out though, for sure. Let's hear the sound system. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video of me showing you around my 1995 E34 540i M Sport. I'm really excited to own this thing and make her just as good as new again, hopefully, fingers crossed, and try my best as someone who doesn't know all too much about cars. But if you want to stick along, please make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and stick along for the journey of everything I will do for this car. I'm planning to, for whatever kind of major or minor thing I do, to try to record and make sure you guys get to follow along in this journey with me. Follow me on Instagram if you don't already, at E34David. I'll be posting kind of update stuff on there, as well as announcements when I post YouTube videos. Make sure to subscribe to stick along for the journey, and also ring the bell if you want to be notified about my new videos. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy, and see you in the next one. Peace.